0 point is quickly destabilizing in Fortnite, and Season 6, well, that's just around the corner. This means a ton of mayhem is on its way. So we're well over halfway through this season currently, and Season 6 is shaping up already with a ton of leaks and rumors. We've got it all covered in today's video. Clearly, the focus for this season that we're in right now is the 0 point. I mean, even the season's name is called 0 point. That's literally the biggest hint ever. So where do we start? Right, let me give you a bit of background. The 0 point is like the heart of the Fortnite island, and it's John Jonesy's mission to stop people coming in and out of the loop. If you haven't been keeping up to date with like recent Fortnite trailers, each time he brings a new bounty hunter into the Fortnite map, he's turning more and more into the old Jonesy from chapter 1 that we all know. From trailer to trailer, he's gone from like a formal suit in one trailer from the beginning of the season. He then picks up new bounty hunters and his suit's a bit scruffy and his tie's a bit loosened. Then in the recent trailer, his suit is completely gone, and now his tie is wrapped around his arm, just like the Chapter 1 default Jonesy. So it looks like he is slowly transforming to the default Jonesy. It's like this process is repeating and he's going through the loop. And eventually, he'll get to the point where he'll become Caveman Jonesy. So there is some sort of loop going on. Jonesy is becoming old, then young again. Each time Jonesy goes inside the loop, a new version of himself is created. And as you can see up on screen here are all the different Jonesy variations that we have in game. Each one of these versions is a different time he's jumped into the loop. I mean, to be completely honest, this could all be happening at the same time. I mean, time travel just full stop is super confusing with like multiple universes, time zones, yeah. Does my head in. But the question is, the 0 point is destabilizing. What happens if we break the loop? What will happen to the current map, and like what chapter of Fortnite will we even be in? Some people are already talking about Fortnite chapter 3, but would that mean that that chapter is us out of the loop? What would chapter 3 be about, and what would the map look like? I mean, that's just for another video. Now, the map for Fortnite Season 6, what will it look like? Well, we've got a couple of hints as of recently that kind of suggest that Misty Meadows and Lucky Landing will be combined. That is why the NPC Condor is there currently. He's a Battle Pass skin, and he's also an NPC on the map. Walking around, you can trade, you can upgrade your weapons with him. You've all probably met him at Misty Meadows. Now, the whole reason why he says he is there is because he's looking for the cherry blossom. That's kind of interesting. Now, what place do we know that we've had in the Fortnite history that has cherry blossom everywhere? Yeah, that is Lucky Landing. And what's really weird is that if you put the two maps together, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, on top of each other, you got Misty Meadows. In exactly the same place when both maps line up is Lucky Landing. These locations look like they're going to be combined together for Season 6. Exactly like we've kind of had for this season with Salty Towers. It's a combination of Tilted Towers and Salty Springs. Misty Meadows and Lucky Landing will be coming together here very, very soon. Now, we know the whole season is called 0 point, so the final event is obviously going to be something to do with the 0 point. That kind of makes sense, right? But what a lot of people aren't talking about, assets such as things to do with Kevin the Cube. We've got things such as the spawn sounds of the Cube Island noises. They've all been added into Fortnite in the recent update. Even if you slow down the Battle Pass trailer, you can see glimpses of like the Cube in the Battle Pass trailer. Like Kevin the Cube's energy, it kind of makes an appearance. But where is Kevin the Cube right now? Well, I'm going to tell you this theory and it's probably going to blow your mind. Now, as it's all starting to link together, this is really strange. Remember we spoke about Condor a minute ago and how he links Lucky Landing and Misty Meadows together? It's pretty cool. Now, if we take a look at the Battle Pass and Condor's section, you can see he's got his own weapon skin. We take a closer look at it and examine it. This has gone over a lot of people's heads. We have seen these markings before. When was the last time we saw these markings? It was on Kevin the Cube. What? What has Kevin the Cube got to do with Condor? Because as we already know, the Chapter 2 map is slowly turning back into the Chapter 1 map. A couple of other examples real quick. Tomato Town is in exactly the same location. We've got Tilted Towers and Salty Towers are lined up perfectly. Greasy Grove is exactly the same location on the Chapter 2 map where it was on the Chapter 1 map. Flush Factory's back on this map, and it's in exactly the same location as it was on the Chapter 1 map. The loop that is being created by the 0 point is kind of making us go back to the original map. So, if you guys remember the cube spawning in Season 5 of Chapter 1, just at this location here, just outside of Paradise Palms. Now, if we correlate that with the new map, that exact location where Kevin the Cube spawned in Chapter 1 lines up perfectly with the redacted bunker that we have in Chapter 2. Mind blown. But with everything else lining up perfectly between the two maps, it looks like Kevin the Cube is inside this bunker. And I think we're going to be seeing an appearance from him either at the end of this season or going into Season 6. Now, this bunker, it's been chilling here and it's had no involvement in the storyline whatsoever since the beginning of Chapter 2, which was how long ago now? Ages and ages ago, and it's had no involvement in the storyline whatsoever. People have tried glitching inside, trying to see what's inside the redacted bunker. No one's been able to see what's inside. And it's up until now, we've got our first couple of clues to what's going on inside the redacted bunker. The way it lines up with where Kevin the Cube spawned in Paradise Palms makes this a very interesting place for the end of this season. Not only have we got files that have been recently added into the game to do with Kevin the Cube, but Donald Mustard back in August, which seems quite a while ago again too, pretty much showing a picture of first couple of mock-ups of Kevin the Cube and what he potentially looked like in Fortnite, and then at the bottom he captioned, "Kevin might be gone, but not forgotten, winky face." Now, is this a coincidence whatsoever that we're now in Chapter 2 and he's still talking about Kevin the Cube? Maybe he might be just reminiscing, but the fact that the 0 point has been destabilizing the longer the season has been going on, we're going to be seeing more effects come to it the longer we go into Season 5. The chaos that has brought already, if you guys remember the mayhem that Kevin the Cube brought onto the map back in Chapter 1, Kevin the Cube completely ruined the map, right? It only seems right that he'll be making a feature back into Fortnite. The stars are aligning, and it's kind of all making sense now. This bunker has been hiding something since the beginning of Chapter 2, and now seems the right time for it to kind of be exposed that Kevin the Cube has been in there the whole time. So like I said, the further we go on into this Fortnite season, the more and more the 0 point is going to become destabilized. Now, the last time we saw the 0 point become destabilized was all the way back in Season X, and we all know how that ended. Yeah, the whole of the Fortnite map blew up. So people are suggesting that Season 6 is going to be the ending of this chapter. Well, unfortunately, it's not. We're going to be going all the way to Season 10 in this chapter, exactly the same as Chapter 1. Now, the reason we know this is because Fortnite Crew Pack have already announced that you'll be getting Fortnite Season 6 as part of the Fortnite Crew Pack. So Season 6 is 100% going to be a thing. It's not just going to end at the end of this season. The length of each season in Chapter 2, if we carry on the same way we're going, we're going to be in Chapter 2 for another year and a half. So they've either got to pick up the pace on how quickly they're doing the seasons. Otherwise, we're going to be in Chapter 2 for like a total of 2.5 years, which is kind of ridiculous. So, but before we end here is a Season 6 concept trailer. It's just a quick little teaser, so enjoy. If you're not already subscribed, this is the place you want to be subscribed to. We're going to keep you guys on the ball with Season 6, everything new that's come to the game. If you guys enjoyed, drop me a like. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Have a good one. See you later.